And then I think it's also interesting to note there what Mackenzie said. This is a very different vibe when you're playing out there. The bass, the feeling, it is substantially different than chilling at home.
But honestly, he has the experience. He's been here before. You know, maybe after a couple times in the ring, you can pull it all together. That's what I'm hoping for someone like Nick A30 as well, right? You've been in this situation before with enough experience. I really think they can overcome anything.
Yeah, very true. Look at that. Positive guy, positive monster. You love to see it happen.
I'm rooting for the underdogs.
Yeah, that's right. This guy. Oh, and then obviously, I heard you in the Creative Showdown just blindly picking whoever was winning at that time.
We're not going to talk about the past here.
We're not going to go back to the past.
We're living in the present now, buddy.
I respect that. Well, folks, I know you guys want to get into the game. I do as well, and I was told by our team in the back that the game is getting ready to go in just a little bit. We're going to jump right into the island. It's going to be awesome, and I just want to get out there and see some Battle Royale. That's really all I care about, because these players, they're about to throw down. It's going to be awesome. You see Xavier Woods there. He does not have any pancakes, but what he does have is that SmackDown Tag Team Championship right by his side. He's got to let everyone know that he's a champion, raising it on high, and I picked it up. It is actually a very, very heavy belt. It is a heavy belt.
I had the opportunity right here. I totally should have lifted it.
You totally should have. And then Dank also has his fake Cruiserweight title belt, so low on that one. All right, folks, here we go. It's time to jump into the game, the moment you've been waiting for. The countdown is about to begin. Here we go. It is now time for the third Fortnite Pro-Am. The players are loaded into the island. The battle bus is ready to go. It starts right now. Here we go.
I love
that. Looks awesome.
Battle bus. It looks so great right there. Just take a look. Take a look at all of your competitors today, guys, because it's going to be crazy. We're going to crown one of these guys, either a new or returning champ of the day here at the Pro-Am.
Hey, it could be one half of the Girthquake. Courage JD, he'll never let me live that one down. So I hope it's not him. You kidding?
You have to be careful. They're on the same side of the stage now. You know, it might just flop.
Sure. And as my buddy Shy Wager says, could be a yum, right?
Totally
Shy's
could
gonna
be
hate
a
me.
yum.
Shy's gonna hate me for using that. All right, here we go. So then the other half of the Girthquake.
Talk about that. It clearly looks like Tim the Tatman and Dante have a plan here. You don't just choose the backside of the map for no reason. This house specifically, known as the John Wick Mansion, down in the basement. There's a little secret stash, if you will. Now hopping over to the West World is what we like to call it, over here on the other side of the map.
Oh.
Bit of a skirmish here.
Yeah, you got Oscar Lords looking right over at Sean. Sean choosing to disengage from the fight. Will have that green tack SMG and has full shields as well, but oh no. Dead Rebel's going to be in a bad spot. Very weak in there by Sean. Sean's going to take some damage as well. This is going to be a first engagement. Sean is going to go in for the fight. And then we switch on over to Dead Rebel, who's looking around. And Sean's going to be out of the game. One of the first eliminations. I think that might be the first elim that goes through.
The first was Sinu, who actually got Fear itself. I wanted to touch on it, unfortunately. But that was the first elimination.
Fear itself went out?
Yes.
Oh, man, we really shouldn't have interviewed him. I feel I'm sorry, Justin.
Hey, but it's not over, right? You can always get the reboot card. He can come back here. But for now, Lost King Nyx is in a pickle.
This is rough. Rough for Nick to be in here. Now we're going to make our way to Ninja and Marshmallow, who this is another great spot to chill by. You get a ton of loot at the Lazy Lagoon. And on top of which, you know, I think there's I believe there's going to be some ballers close by. If you want to go for that, you also have the cannons you can use, I believe, to get out of there too.
Yep, there's a lot of options for mobility here for sure. But you know what I like that's going on here, at least with Ninja and Marshmallow, Ninja straight up adopting, you know, his scrim and or competitive strategy, right? Lazy Lagoon, that is his most known spot for landing. So for him to land here, they mean serious business.
Yeah, and he lands here relatively uncontested. There's going to be a duo over to the north, I want to say northwest, and also someone all the way up at the tippy north there. As we make our way now down forward toward Lucky Landing, we're going to have Sinnoh here along with O'King.
We're gonna be seeing a lot of Sinnoh and O'King. Let me tell you guys right now, do not sleep on this duo right here. They are so good. Had the pleasure of casting and seeing them at the South Korean event that we flew out to and covered over there. They are dangerous.
Well, you're hyping them up here, but unfortunately, they're going to be taking some damage from the Stinks, having to push out of that fight. So when you throw down that Stink grenade, it goes right through the damage. It does not hit the shields. It hits the green health bar. Not what you want to see happen here. Player, though, is going to be tucked away in the corner. And King and Sinnoh, they're two top players. They know how to work together here. Try and pin their opponents into a bad spot. Here a few shots as well. More eliminations starting to go through. Nick 30 gets one onto Claire Grant. Aiden as well picks one up. Mackenzie's out of it. And then King and Sinnoh, they're just going to get, King's just going to get out of there.
Yeah, just wanted that pressure, but you know what? Figured a team that's working together is definitely a dangerous one. And we touched base with Yoshi a little bit earlier today. Looks like his partner Freddie is down here. He's off. He's on a quad. Can he get away? No, he has.
Get away! Oh no!
Got lights here.
Marksman. Oh, and he just tagged up. He tagged up the quad a few times. Did manage to hit him. If he would have picked up that infantry, could have had that pinpoint accuracy with that weapon. Probably could have provided a little bit more for him there, but it's also going to be a player up above. There goes the infantry rifles I mentioned before. It's such a precise weapon to take advantage of. JT Brown, they're looking around. Gonna have Jeremy Ray Taylor up above in that box there, Monster, and they're gonna be split up a little bit because they want to clean up this player around, see if they can get any of the resources.
And they did convert it right there, and little nifty trick Marksman used there, pulling out his pickaxe to reset his reticule so that his crosshair kind of tightens up just to make sure he can be as accurate as possible. So many nifty tricks, and this is why this is the pro AM, right? You have the pros, and then you have your celebrity counterparts helping them out, and Marksman is showing that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Looks like he's confidently ready to push as well. He might.
Exactly, and then we saw Ninja and Marshmallow there on the corner of your screen for a moment, continuing to loot up. Players pushing around the side here. This is going to be coming from the west. JT Brown, they're going to get vision. He has that snipe out. Maybe he can get a connection, perhaps, but it's going to be Marksman looking for the opportunity to take advantage of that heavy AR.
Yes, I love this. JT Brown ready to back him up. He's got extra shields and everything. He's got that legendary sniper. He knows exactly where this player is at. Just looking for a small peek right here. He might take his face off. We will see.
He's playing with a lot of confidence, too. You can tell in the movements. JT Brown has played in multiple, I think he's played in every single Pro-Am that we've had. So no stranger here to this big stage. And then they're not really going to go for that fight. There wasn't really much of a reason for them to try and push in for that fight, Monster. That player did have that natural high ground. If JT Brown would have gotten the connection with the snipe, that would have been great. But you got to think about this, the storm, as it pushes on in. Now these players, you're going to take a little bit of damage here. But you have a lot of bodies scattered around. Junk Junction, Polar Peak, Happy Hamlet, even Lucky Landing. There's a lot of players that are going to be on the outside, but this circle is going to be pushing in, centered more toward Dusty Divot. So you're going to have that big circle around here. You're ticking for 1 damage per second as well. You got to start to make moves quickly.
Yeah, Slogo Man does not want to play around here. He does not have anything to heal with in this moment. He has a glider redeploy. I mean, he can use it to get away, but with that one person trailing behind him, that was that Bai También.
You did better. I didn't
right
even
there.
try to.
Hey, it's a little bit of Spanish right there, but hopping over to Ewok and Jordan Fisher.
You got the accent. You got the capability. I respect it.
I can pull it.
I know you can. All right. So Ewok and Jordan Fisher. This duo at the summer block party. Ewok hunted Jordan Fisher down. Enemies have become friends here. And with the baller and the shadow bombs, they're going to rotate on out, get to the safe zone. A few players are going to be around here as well. And Ewok just tagged him. Take full advantage of the ping system, right? When you're able to do that, that helps so much. Sometimes you don't even need to use your words. You can just use the ping system to relay where the threats are going to be.
Exactly, and that's what Ewok used as their primary form of communication here. Just going to lay down some fire. Didn't quite connect, but it's all good. Can she get a couple more shots? If they catch an advantage, we saw what she did last time to Jordan Fisher in the previous 2019 Pro-Am, right? The last one that just passed by where she made her debut. She pushed all the way across the field. She showed.
Ewok gets very aggressive.
She will get down.
Living up to that Ewok name. You know, Ewoks will just go and bite your ankles. So that's what Ewok did in that last Pro-Am. But now we're going over to Neo Tilted. One-shot girl Chandler Riggs. You're going to see Kyle K and Kyle Kaplan up above. And there's K. Crowd popped for him when he had come out. Kyle Kaplan as well.
I like how Kaplan's got his marshmallow fit on as well.
Not trying to throw us off at all.
You know, honestly, that's like, I wouldn't use this, right? If you wear this fit, you're tempting other people to be like, dude, that's marshmallow, isn't it? Right? And then they just want to push.
You're not wrong there, buddy.
I'd love to catch a highlight, right?
Yeah,
it's like, dude, I'll push him right now.
Exactly. Right? You're not wrong there. I mean, that certainly can be a thing that players see and they're like, wait a minute, maybe? But if a lot of people who have studied Ninja's gameplay know that he is going to go over to that Lazy Lagoon area. But we make our way now to the lava areas near Pressure Plant. This is where Marshmallow and Ninja are, and there hasn't been a lot of activity right now, right? It's been a little bit of a slower game, but that's what I like to see, right? You and I, we've been casting endgame after endgame after endgame in the Fortnite World Cup online qualifier, so it's nice to see some strategy, some rotations go into place here, and players really being methodical where they're going to push at what point in time. And Ninja, he's getting ambitious with these shots, managing to connect that infantry rifle, the purple infantry rifle, so good.
Yeah, Ninja actually one of the advocates for playing with weapons that are not necessarily popular or cool at the moment, tends to play with things that are different. So before the infantry kind of, you know, rose in popularity after changes, he was already running it, you know, deeming it one of his favorite weapons to kind of play with.
He's always been like that in any game that he plays. I remember many times casting him, whether it be Halo or any other title. He always goes for the road less traveled and does a lot of damage there with that infantry rifle. Look at these players as they fly about through the jet streams. Myth on the other side as well with this duo there.
It's got to be.
Oh no, Tim the Tapman. No, ooh. Tim, no, Tim. And you know, he landed extra quickly. He got picked off from the sky.
I don't want to say it, but he was literally swatted like a fly right there.
Oh, that was
just too easy. Taken right out. Tim the Tapman goes down.
There's no friendships here in the Pro-Am, people. Ninja makes Tim the Tapman pay. It was a wide target, and he's going to hit those.
All right, so there he has his ball. He's going to get a bunch of extra goodies. And oh no, Ninja's ball actually flew off into the steam vent, and it's gone.
Yeah, I think he ended up going with it. Hopefully he did. Yeah, so he ends up getting the ball right on back. Just looking around. So he doesn't know, obviously, that there's going to be a duo right next to him. A lot of players are starting to convene here by Pressure Plant. This is where the circle is going to start to collide. And then keep in mind, this lava, when you get to those final circles and you have to go over that lava, it can be your worst enemy or even your best friend because you can traverse the lava very quickly, but sometimes it can throw you off. And for more unexperienced players, or inexperienced players, apologies, that could certainly throw them for a loop.
Yeah, it can definitely end up also just like splitting up a team, right? And then causing some chaos that way. But man, the fact that Ninja's able to just openly hold this area right outside the mega ball.
Wrecking people with this.
Yeah, look, there's another player right out the sky right there. David Williams goes down.
Time to go collect. Time to go collect.
Go get that expensive NYC rent right there, Ninja. Go pick it up because he's collected right here.
Oh man, he has been just swatting these players out of the sky. Tifu's going to be in a fight right now, though. Having to deal with this, going to use a shockwave grenade to get out of the engagement, reset himself. We'll have plenty of builds to work with as well. We'll also have those chug splashes for him and his teammate if he needs to use it. It's going to be Ewok and Jordan Fisher. This is a huge battle that's going to be taking place here. Tifu has the angle. He has a perspective. And with that combat shotgun, he can hit him from a distance as well. On the screen, you see Nick 830 gets eliminated, so he's going to be out of the game. But for now, all eyes are going to be set here on Tifu and this engagement with Jordan Fisher and Ewok.
Yeah, he actually had to back up. Someone storm flipped right at him, forcing him out of that area. But lucky for him, he does have plenty of shockwaves to make a ton of moves. And Ewok actually gets pelted down a few more times there.
Yeah, that's not good because they're going to go down low, and they know exactly where they are. So they just can wait this one out.
Let me tell you right now, for every little bit of advantage Tifu gains here, the more unlikely it is that Ewok and Jordan Fisher are going to get out alive. And that's it. I think he's got his confidence all the way up. He knows he needs this loot here.
He has natural high ground. Their backs are against the storm wall. They're going to start to push up, but oh, they're going to use the shockwave to fly out of there.
That was just one, though. He only saw one, so there it is. Oh, no.
He's kind of trapped there, pinned, and he's waiting for him. He's going to tag him with the combat. So much damage being put forward. Tfue now going to be on the run. This is what Tfue does best when he's in your face. Oh, but he gets chunked. He's going to lose a lot of health there. Now going to be sitting at 35 HP and had to get out of there. Going to use those shockwave grenades. The movement that you get with that utility is huge.
It was actually Jordan Fisher who came back to rescue Ewok, and it was just enough to back off Tfue. And now the entire battle's been reset. Everyone's in a danger zone here.
He really is the perfect human being. He really is. There goes the jet stream. Ewok gets out. Jordan Fisher's taking damage, people. He's got to get out of that. He manages to fly on out of there. Now, the concern I have for Ewok and Jordan Fisher, they got to get back together.
Yeah, but not only that, Tfue knows he has to get an elimination here. They are desperate. They're in shambles for gear here. And an artillery strike actually being rained down. Tfue is forced to be on defense. He's far from his teammate Nav. But look, Edwin Hodge and Props right here. They don't have health either. This is the perfect opportunity for Tfue.
A lot of players are going to be very, very weak. And he gets an elimination on Edwin Hodge. That's going to be Tfue's fourth elimination. Nav has 2 of his own, 6 points total.
Oh, there was a trap there!
You never suspect the trap, Tfue! Oh, my word! He is disgusted with what he just saw. Nav should be able to get him, though, and they'll get back into this. He does have launch pads, so they can use that to get back into a safe position, but they don't have heals, Monster.
Yes, he does. He actually has 2 campfires in his inventory.
Oh, well, he doesn't have shields.
Yeah, but he has to get to zone ASAP. Airwalks, a previous reigning champ so far, and RL Grime are going to push someone off here. And oh boy, this is the Pro-Am. It's starting to heat up here.
That is going to get clipped so many times.
Absolutely.
Tfue hitting the trap. Never expected.
Imagine catching a nice little 2-piece and then walking into a trap. That was perfect.
There goes your summer block party winners, Airwalks and RL Grime, sitting on top of their, I want to say, hodgepodge constructed tower here. Then Tfue, right next to Allier. Boy, does he have a video for you.
Tfue has not popped these double campfires. Oh, actually just keeping it going.
That shot from Tfue, clinical. Combat shotty, that thing's going to tag you from sometimes it feels like a mile away. This player's going to be behind this tree here, and Tfue sees it. Tfue, oh my. Easy pickings for the veteran. The tree goes down, no more protection for him, but the shadow bomb is going to be used. You see that player flipping away on out of there, doing all the flippy stuff.
I actually love it as well. He sent Nav in because Nav had the materials and the health advantage there to kind of lead the way, but now they're both in a desperate situation. Tfue forced to just get to farming here. He's going to try and get what he can off the bunker. Ninja still in the same spot just outside the volcano vents. No reason for him to leave when he's hitting the shots the way that he has been with the infantry rifle. Your 2018 Fortnite Pro-Am champion. Marshmallow going in for the shot there. Player's going to be picked off from this guy. That's going to be Sinnoh, who gets Moose-Cell. Oh, man, that's rough. Sinnoh makes it to endgame with O-King. Like I said, they're going to be a troublesome duo. There's still tons of excellent players left in the game here. See Whit Laurie down below. He's closing nearby. Uh-oh, Ninja's actually super hurt now. I think he just received the snipe. Yeah, so Ninja's going to be in a rough spot, but we actually did catch one of his other shots earlier on. That was going to be on Michael Dreyer. That was Elam number 4. Now, though, Ninja getting back to a fighting position, but he's going to get hit again. This is rough for Ninja. Doesn't have a campfire. Saw Myth there. Saw Nick Merckx. A lot of good players. Competitive players nearby, that's right. Cloak is still going to be in this match. Marksman still in the game as well. Airwalks, as we had mentioned earlier, Wildcat there. Everyone gathered together here, right in between Dusty Divot and Mega Mall. Nick Merckx only with 1 elimination. When you get down to 15th place, that's when the placement points start to go through. There you see it right there, the format, how it works. Every elimination that
these duos get is going to earn them 1 point, but when we hit 15th place, that's when you're going to start getting those placement points.
And look right there, Myth just ended Ninja up above in a battle, and Marshmallow's off to fend for himself as he impulsed out of the battle. And it looks like has to make a big decision here. Yep, he says, you know what, I'm going to get to zone, and it's time to leave Ninja's card behind. There's nothing he can do but play for placement at this point, so he goes straight for the high ground.
Marshmallow does manage to get up top there, and some great quick building is going to keep him safe for the time being. He can't get his card, and bear in mind, I mean, look at the circle. We're hitting into that half in, half out circle. Movement's going to start to happen here. Players are going to have to start thinking about those pushes, the rotations, and also who is going to be gatekeeping, preventing these solo players, perhaps, from getting in.
Here's Sinnoh, 6 eliminations. That is a ton of elimination. Elims matter for points, guys, just as much as placement does. For every single person that gets taken out here, Sinnoh is 1 step closer to grabbing a nice lead. There's a great shot there. Someone's pushing up. Oh, it's his teammate. Okay, we'll disengage right there. All right, time to refocus. Oh, he's looking in the distance here. He sees Cody Walker, Yoshi, a Dukov right there. Yoshi pops something. Looks like he had an impulse. He gets to the zone there. Cody Walker also goes down to Sinnoh. Edukov gets knocked as well. Who's that? It's going to be another. Sinnoh's placement is so good here. Mr. Fresh Asian.
That's 8 eliminations for Sinnoh. They're going to be at 21, and I think I think I just saw it there that Marshmallow eliminated Dr. Lupo.
Wow.
We have a replay of it. There you go, Lupo. Don't say I didn't love you. Oh, he clotheslined him, baby. Hit him with a running lariat. Dr. Lupo, you ain't nothing. I'm okay with
no
it.
help, he's still in it, though.
Chigwa just picked off one, and that's going to be Elim, number 10, onto Cloak. 11 as well will be registered. That's 11 points. We're also going to be in placement here, Monster.
Wait a second, are we still on the first game? Hold up, it's going down here.
Courage is still going to be in this one, as well as Myth. Look at the play field, and look who is left. Wildcat alongside with JT Brown. You're going to have Jelty there as well. iFaris, Myth, he's taking a lot of damage outside of the storm, and Myth is going to be out of it. But Courage is still in the game, folks. A possibility for him to get this first game win, but I don't know if Sinnoh and O'King are going to let him have it.
No, they're not. Not for free, at least here, as Sinnoh's landing more shots on his opponents here. He is running low on materials this time around. No, 500 mats. In comes the pressure. Will we finally give up this placement? Will we jump down to commit to this battle here? There's only 4 players left.
We're now down to the final moments of game number 1. O'King is going to be out. It is all up to Sinnoh here. Wildcat down low. He takes the shot, and it's Sinnoh with a victory royale. Game 1 domination from the high ground, and they never let him come up ground. That was insane. They denied them any kind of territory whatsoever.
This is why I love Fortnite right there. When you know your players, you can just smell them from a mile away. They're gonna do great things. We saw them way on the southeastern part of the map, the place that we like to call the West, right? They were there, they landed there, they took out Fear itself, and in a crazy turn of events, they slapped the entire lobby all the way through to the end. Here's the final moments going away.
You know, I've had the pleasure of commentating a lot of esports in my career, and I always say, watch out for the South Korean players because they're so good. And Sinnoh showing us why here in New York City, the first win. What a game that was. It was a little slow. I have to say. then it ramped up like a good book.
That's the best. That's the best part about getting full game lobbies. This is what we tune in for, right? You get the entire story. You get to paint the entire picture, and just like that, like the fact that we know where he started, he took out Fear itself. Like we were just talking to Fear itself. We know he's a respected competitive player. He has that land cool, right? But
Exactly.
it still wasn't enough.
Exactly. And this is going to put Sinnoh on everyone's radar as well. But that was a pretty tough end game there. A lot of great players still left in it. It just wasn't enough. When you have that high ground, that's it. And I made the joke, they were playing it like it was a World Cup qualifier. Hey, yeah, I mean, you get that high ground, you deny them any kind of presence to be able to build up to the top. It was very close. That Myth and Cloak could have pushed Sinnoh off. And had they done that, I think we'd be looking at a different winner in game one. But credit to Sinnoh for keeping his cool, as well as O'King for supporting him in that one.
Yeah, Cloaksy might have had the high ground, but if I'm not mistaken, Myth just hit him with a really good shot. Put his back against the wall. He had no help. Sinnoh comes out with that side peek, and it was all his, and easy raining from there.
Yeah, some good moments in that game for sure, and we thank you all so much for joining us here. That was just game one of the Fortnite Pro-Am here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals, our third Pro-Am ever. We've had some great games throughout the day. The Creator Showdown was a blast to watch. Some really, different experiences for a lot of our viewers.
I mean, hey, we watched $1 million jump, literally.
$1 million jump.
That was insane.
I know. I realized I made some poor decisions career-wise when I was not in there for the $1 million jump. That was awesome. And then we just saw one of South Korea's best players in Fortnite, Sinnoh, just take game one in dominating fashion. And now I have been informed that we do have our winners down on the floor with Pookie for an interview. Pookie, over to you.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am here down on the floor with our winners. I want to congratulate both of you first off and foremost. We have Sinnoh here, who we've seen play so many times in the past. He was actually part of the World Cup qualifiers. He did not qualify, but it has been quite a journey for him. How does it feel to be playing on this stage regardless?
우선 여기 한번 첫 라운드를 우승하시게 된 거에 대해서 많이 축하드리고요. 신우 선수 같은 경우는 퀄리파이어에 아쉽게 진출하시지 못하셨는데 여기까지 오시게 되셔서 이 무대에 서게 된 그런 소감이 어떻게 되시나요?
일단은 소감, 일단 제가 여기 있는 거가 믿기지가 않고요. 게다가 첫 라운드까지 우승을 하니까 지금 진짜 기분이 정말 좋네요.
I actually can't believe that I won this first round, and it feels awesome to be on this stage.
Well, I can believe it. You guys were playing clinically with the high ground, the tarping, unbelievable gameplay. Congratulations. Down on the end, you've done charity events before, so you've done this before as well, but is this your first time playing Fortnite in front of all of these people?
우선 일단 하이그라운드에서 잘 이렇게 플레이 하셨던 것 같고 이렇게 체리티 자선 기부 행사에서 저번에 플레이 하셨던 것 같은데 이 많은 사람들 앞에서 플레이 하셨던 게 어떠셨어요?
일단 굉장한 영광이고 이렇게 또 좋은 행사에서 좋은 사람들과 좋은 성적을 거둘 수 있을 것 같아서 뭐 미리 뭐 김치국은 아니지만 좀 다음 라운드에서부터도 더 좋은 성적 내가지고 처음에 들어올 때 우리 아는 사람들 거의 없었거든요. 한 명도 없었어요. 요 대회 끝날 때 저희를 모르는 사람이 한 명도 없게끔 만들도록 하겠습니다. 마지막 말만 하면 될 것 같아요.
cross, we got lucky with the circle, and we looked for the players that are rotating late. And we got lucky, man. We had a couple players rotating way too late, and we just tagged them up. They were easy kills, you know?
Very well done there. And also, I just want to give you a shout out. The grow up from you, we go way back, competed in the Gears of War stage. He actually was the one who knocked me out at my very first tournament ever. So being on this stage, Nick, what's it like, man? What's that journey been like for you?
I've been here for a minute, man. I mean, it's really cool to see a lot of our same friends working for Epic and setting all of this up and being a part of this and being in the industry. I kind of feel like a grandpa, you know? We've been in it for a minute, and it's a good feeling.
Yes, it's a good feeling. Good luck in the rest of your matches. Now, come on, get in here. Give a hug. Give a hug, man, Mario. Thank you so much, man. Absolutely amazing from these guys. As I said, good luck in the rest of the matches. We're going to throw it back on over to the desk with Monster and Golden Boy.
Thank you so much, Sundown. That's right. You know, a lot of folks here go way, way back, and that's always a fun time when everyone's able to get together, hang out, reminisce on the good times. But we're here and now, and right now it is currently Sinnoh and O'King's time because they won game number 1. Let's take a look at the standings when we get a moment to see where we are currently, because as we know, that victory from the South Korean duo, hey, let's not forget, Sinnoh, this is a guy that nearly qualified for the World Cup a few times now. A lot of talent. And I'm just glad that people, they said it right, that we want people to know who we are. And I just want people to know who these players are because they're so good. They're so talented.
Yeah, without a doubt, when you guys obviously get this translated, no, the competitive community absolutely know who these players are right here.
For
and
sure.
you guys deserve every ounce of respect, especially from the public. But we have some standings. Let's see.
Right.
Let's see where these players are, Golden Boy.
That's right. Let's take a look at the standings. Where we are right now. Who is going to be behind in this one, right? So it's going to be, it's going to be Airwalks and RL Grimes. So
No surprise.
Picked up 7 eliminations out of that game. All right. Courage, Sean O'Malley in 5th place. You got, let's not forget about Garber Reaver and Gelty in 4th, and Robles and Chigua in 3rd. Tifu and Nav in 8th place. I'm jumping around here, just looking at some of the players that we've talked about. Maybe some have had unfortunate circumstances become them, like Tifu. Got hit with the trap.
I mean, we saw Ellie earlier today, right? He just pointed at the camera, walked off, representing for JP, Japan, right?
That was a good interview.
Good to see him in the top 10 right here. But as we move on to the second page, and just take a look here, all of your favorite content creators, a couple of elims on the board. It's not bad at all.
No, not at all. It's only game 1. You have plenty more to go here. Ninja and Marshmallow in 14th place. We covered them quite a bit in that last game because they stayed put at pressure plant and did not really need a reason to ever rotate around. Because of that, Ninja was able to punish a few players flying in the sky, kind of like when you caught Tim the Tap Man midair.
Yep.
That infantry rifle was huge for him. Maybe he's going to be able to do that again. Obviously, let's see how the circle works in your favor. But that's it. Game 1 is behind us. Now it's time for game number 2. Come on, New York City. Do these 2 New Yorkers proud. Let's start to make some noise and get hyped. Detonator's excited. I'm excited too. The countdown is about to begin. Who is going to come out on top in game 2? Here we go. The battle bus is flying over the island, and we're going to get a good trajectory here. Going over the ice biome, Bipolar Peak, making its way over to Lonely Lodge.
That's right. It's cutting straight across the map. Straight in half like a fresh New York pizza. It's straight down the middle right here. And everyone's going to get their take of the slice. I love making
I like that pizza reference, bro.
You just have to. It's too easy. They're just giving out here. You can't be in New York and not make the pizza reference.
Got to make the pizza reference. And also, Chinkin, if you're listening to me, you fold the pizza. You don't eat it.
The question is, do you flip it upside down on the cheese side, or
no, man?
No,
just fold it straight up.
Just asking. Some people, they advocate for that kind of stuff.
Those people are crazy.
Take a look here. You see Detonator putting on by Marshmallow right there. No surprise, they're going right back to Lazy Lagoon. That's going to be their hometown. And they're getting landed on, by the way. You take a look at that map. There are some players nearby. Our chance. Sinnoh and O'King, I think everyone wants to see them here.
Yeah, that is a problem. There is a player that landed lazy. We'll keep tabs of that later. Here's the game 1 winner, Sinnoh, O'King, the lucky landing spot. You're going to get a few options all the way in the back, remember. So you're going to be all the way back here by Lucky. You can go to Fatal if you want to get some more loot. Maybe you want to push over to the desert biome, go to Paradise Palms, potentially where the circle is going to populate. We're going to find that out in a few seconds here as well. So this is when key decisions are going to have to be made. And lucky them that they went to lucky landing, because the circle literally lands right at the edge. So they're good. They're good for that push. They have a lot of real estate to work with, Monster.
Call that winner's luck, all right? These guys
right.
have the nice
There's
lead.
beginner's luck and there's winner's luck. This is winner's luck.
Winner's luck is a thing, all right? Sometimes things just go your way, and then you're the winner.
That's true. Never happens to me. Breaks my heart. One day. I've seen it happen to you a few times, though. You've gotten a few.
Hey, I'm here, aren't I? Like, look at
you got some shields out of nowhere in chess. When I watch your stream, very questionable. Like, that's not fair. Right when you needed it. How's that even possible?
Happens to the best of us. But
like, you just don't have a response. You're just like that.
But, you know, I don't judge. I just take my blessings.
I respect that, man. Some chug splashes there. Going to bring everyone up to a decent amount there for the shields. Some eliminations already. We lost 2 duos already. Going over now to Paradise Palms. Same duos that were here before, sticking to these drops. You got Dead Drevel along with Oscar Lod. Oh, nice shots.
Shots down. Did he connect there, though?
No, he didn't, but at the very least, so he was on target, that player. Did manage to move around there. Hear that Shadow Bomb go out. And Dead Drevel had to have heard that, which is the reason why he's going to start pushing up here. Doesn't have the resources for a full fight. So he's going to be playing around this natural structure. And he needs to just farm up. Osculot's going to be taking a lot of damage as well. Going to have to get out of the fight. 34 HP remaining. He's going to need to rely on his teammate. Does not land that shot with the hand cannon. But Dead Drevel's there for the follow-up. That's Business Boy. Oh, but Business is closed down, unfortunately for him. Dead Drevel's going to be out of this one, but not dead yet.
Did get peeked right there, so he has to be careful. Oscar just looking. And Frizz has got such a good, position on them, and he even has shield. This is just like that. Now he's at 72 extra shield, so he's doing just fine. That jump shotgun, perfect for being chest to chest, get right up in a player's face and doing tons of damage.
And it's early game, so Frizz can get Business Boy's card, bring it back into the fight. Oh, the revive's going through. You see it, the pickup. Oh, but Osculot heard it, so had to get out of the fight. Frizz is going to go for the follow-up, but Frizz is going to take a bunch of damage, down to 80 HP. Player's going to jump for the fight there. Been a hope and a prayer, but unfortunately, Frizz is going to get the better, and that's 2 eliminations, and that duo is going to be out of the game.
2 huge eliminations, and just a little fun fact, I'm sure his girlfriend will be proud. It says here they both have pink hair.
Okay. I don't know what it's like to have pink hair. I have to talk to Ninja about that one. I know he did that for a little while. It won't look good on me, and also I don't really have a lot of hair.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to break it.
And speaking of someone with not a lot of hair, Dr. Lupo on your screen right now. Just messing around.
That was a low blow. No, here we go.
As Fortnite's resident senior citizen, I'll take it. I feel like I'm also a part of the geriatric gamer program.
Actually, this is our first time seeing the Storm Sniper in play here.
That's right. Just came out the other day, and it is, I think that players probably want to go with something. Okay, Dr. Lupo isn't actually the oldest caster for Fortnite. That's Grandpa Golden Boy. Really, guys? Really, you had to do me dirty like that?
Fun fact.
In my hometown?
Exposed.
In my hometown, of all places? It's all right, though. I still love you guys. It hurts a little bit. Just stings. Stings the nostrils, just a little bit. Dr. Lupo.
I'll bandage it.
Yeah, thanks, bud. He's going for the birthday cakes as well. Another thing that had actually just come out, celebrate Fortnite's 2-year birthday. We've been playing this game for a little while. Use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Share with us how you're going to be enjoying the event, whose stream you're going to be looking at when you go to Fortnite.com/watch. We want to hear from you. Make sure you're talking about it. Also, you're going to get that fancy little picture on the side when you use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Just Fortnite World Cup. There's Sigla, along with Dr. Lupo. They're just going to loot around Salty Springs. A lot to get.
Oh, I love Salty. It's one of my favorite places to land, mainly because that back house, man. It's nothing more rewarding than landing on the ledge, getting a weapon through the window seal, and just picking up an easy elimination on someone who goes for the chest on the roof or something like that.
Salty is like the bane of my existence when I rotate out of Fatal. I never want to cross Salty, because you always have a player that's going to be so stacked with so much to work with. Things have certainly slowed down here. Making our way now to Fatal Fields. Speaking of, wow. There's Sinnoh with King this is awesome.
The strats.
This is like a Flossin level play here.
I'm loving it. Oh, He hears someone
They hear
nearby, Golden Boy.
Don't stay down. Stay down.
Uh-oh.
Stay down.
This is, you know, this is not. The mat. Jacob and Paris kind of moving back and forth, listening for cues. I think he hears him nearby, yet he's looking for Jacob now.
Oh, man.
Jacob's by himself.
Yeah, that's the problem. Jacob's going to be alone inside of the natural cover. There you see the circle favoring Sinnoh and O-King. We could see back-to-back winner here, Monster, with the way that that circle lands. It's right over Salty and Fatal Field, so that favors Dr. Lupo and Sinnoh. Oh, no, but Graham Rogers goes in for the fight. Faris has got to pick up his teammate here. He's got to have his back. Jacob gets it. Boogie Bomb goes out, but doesn't connect. Probably trying to overtake that wall there. Jacob, wisely enough, is going to get out of that fight. That player's going to be down. The Stinks forcing anyone that will hang around. Needs to confirm that elimination. There you go. That's going to be a ton of loot for Jacob to get, but Faris is looking at him right above him on top of the rooftop.
He wasn't ready in time there to put the shots on him, so unfortunately he did miss. He goes for that side combat shot and breaks the wall right there.
Oh man, this is not looking good here for Jacob. Faris gets his teammate's card. Does he have to get out of the fight? Oh, Jacob taking a fight to Faris. You like to see that one. Go for the fight, but look at the storm. It's starting to push in. Some decisions need to be made here. This fight is going to happen right by that storm.
Popping that early med kit, he knows.
He's got a few seconds to work with.
Oh, he's actually lucky. The zone isn't quite pressuring yet, so he figures, hey, you know what? I'm going to use this opportunity to heal right back up, and now the advantage is all his again.
Slight lead here. He's looking for him. Fights right in front of him. Oh, man. You just don't expect that. You're hearing all this movement around you. You don't know where the attack is going to come through. And they're just dodging and dipping around one another.
Such an intense battle, and Faris still has minis left. That might have been his last heal there.
Oh, the
Jacob
quad.
decides, you know what? It's time to back up.
Take the trusty quad. Get out of there.
Long.
Yeah, no reason for you to push that fight. You have your teammate's card. Then we go on forward, and you got Slogoman, who just got beamed. Beamed.
Marshmallow with the snipe?
Marshmallow. Okay. I respect that. Marshmallow's been surprising me. Are we sure? Are we sure that that's Marshmallow underneath the mask? I'm just messing around. I'm just messing around.
I was gonna say,
he puts in a ton of work in this game. Look at this shot here for Marshmallow. Boom! Nailed him. Marshmallow, man. What a beast.
Marshmallow here to make the highlights, all right? Don't sleep on it.
They're going for a two-time championship. I get it.
Absolutely. When we saw them, they were in 14th place, mainly because you didn't quite get enough placement points. The eliminations were there. They were right in 14th, so with the way they're racking up more elims, that's going to be, again, just securing a more comfortable lead. If you can get in that cadence of just getting points consistently, you'll find yourself in the late game. Mr. Fresh Asian, we saw in the feed, he actually took out Cody Walker as well.
3 eliminations for Mr. Fresh Asian. He's got that golden combat shoddy. Such a powerful weapon. You hear the movement around here. Some nades as well.
He doesn't know any of this. This is a scary box to be in when you don't own anything. It's One Shot Girl and Chandler Riggs, who's just nearby.
Another great
Slayer,
duo.
and the Slayer 360, I believe, is in a bush. Not too far either.
That's the Golden Boy strat right there. Hide in the bush. Don't do anything for the entire game. Trust me, it works like 60% of the time. It works every time.
Every time, 60% of the time. You know the math, guys. Don't count it.
You don't have to question me. So Chandler Riggs and One Shot Girl, they're going to play this more defensive posture, this positioning here. They have no eliminations right now, and we're at 35 duels remaining. So it's going to take a while for those placements to go through. And then One Shot Girl just gets obliterated. Her health is gone. Now down to 5 HP. Chandler Riggs playing around the corner, trying to utilize a little bit of that right-hand advantage, but it is not coming to fruition there. Mr. Fresh Asian is going in for the push now, and this isn't looking good for this duo monster. Our heroes could fall right here, right now, as Mr. Fresh Asian is looking to get 5 eliminations on the board, gets ownership of the wall, and what a shot there from Mr. Fresh Asian. That's elim number 4.
That was so filthy. Took the wall just like that, an instant edit, no mistakes made. The Slayer 360, he's finally given up his bush. He's actually now exposed himself.
Sometimes you gotta abandon the bush. It's okay.
He's gotta give it up. He did take his opportunity to try and pop some shots. Mr. Asian did look over in that distance. He knows there's someone there. Now it's Marshmallow and Ninja rotating across here, as they're going to find themselves right outside the box here.
Of course, if you're not familiar with Mr. Fresh Asian, he is top 100 most subscribed Australian YouTube channels. It's actually one of the fastest growing YouTube channels in Australia. So certainly check him out. I'm sure you're going to find some fun content there. There's Ninja and Marshmallow, who have 2 eliminations for them. Marshmallow's been playing great. A very different Marshmallow from what we saw at the 2018 Fortnite Pro-Am. I think he's obviously put that time in. It's paying off big time.
Yeah, who would have known Marshmallow would continue his grind after the years here. But Sean, hey man, Fortnite.
He's passionate about Fortnite.
Still part of the regiment.
There's Myth.
7 eliminations, Golden Boy.
What? I didn't even look over there. What is Myth what's going on with him today? He's on something. He's out here to prove a point. Myth wants to pick up a win. How huge would that be for him? Seen him so many times in so many competitions. Also another player that tried and tried and tried for that Fortnite World Cup online qualifier. Came close a few times. Lots of talent there. And here's the format and how it works. Once we hit that 15th place, that's when those placement points start to go online. But because Myth has 7 eliminations, that means he has 7 points currently, Monster.
And his teammate is down right now. Unfortunately, Michael Dreyer was taken out. We do know Michael Dreyer is interested in running that marathon this year, but you know, he's going to need a little more stamina to keep up with Myth here in the Fortnite world.
The idea of running a marathon crosses my mind.
Oh my.
It makes me sweat.
What kind of party do we have here, Golden? Chigua sitting right next to Alexia Ray and Jordan Jones. Jordan Jones at the start of this entire thing said, hey, you know,
they know.
She's here for the ladies, representing. She's got her gun ready. Someone's out.
Oh,
Take
no.
a shot.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
She's in a box.
Sneaky plays here from Jordan Jones and Alexia Ray. That player had no idea. That was crazy.
He got away. He took the launch pad. He got away.
You never suspect the people in the cornfield.
Jordan Jones and Alexia Ray, super sneaky plays here. Aaron Gordon's like, you know what? I'm just going to kind of keep my cool here, stick still. It's Ali A jumps back in the baller. He's out.
He's like, yeah, you better be careful, man. There's some crazy people in the cornfield. It's like The Shining out there. Look out for that. Okay, and they're crouched, so you won't be able to hear their movement. You have to really focus on it. They got just the aim set. I like this strategy. They are eventually gonna have to move here. Same thing for Ali A and Aaron Gordon, which for them, I'm sure that they're a little worried about where these players are gonna be.
Listen, Ali A might be a famous YouTuber, and Aaron might be huge on the basketball court here, but you step to these 2 ladies right here, they're gonna make you look like little boys. They are ready to fire away right now. They are so ready.
Okay, well, while that's going on over there, and I'm sure that's going to take a little while to come to fruition, we're going to have a classic battle here between Tfue and Ninja. Marshmallow's trying to play that supporting role as well as Nav here. Marshmallow taking a bunch of damage, and he's got to get to his teammate. Nav is boxing around there, and Marshmallow's going to try and go toe-to-toe here against Tfue, but Marshmallow gets picked off. That seemed like it was coming off from the distance there, and Ninja has to get out of that fight. There's just no reason for him to continue to engage in it, considering that they were getting third-party from afar. I think the shots came from Udakov and Flake's power over on top of that tower and punished Marshmallow when he exposed himself when he jumped on top of that ramp.
Tfue really showing why he's a World Cup qualifier.
This is still happening, by the way.
Oh, yeah. They're ready. Looks like Mario's left to save Nick Merckx here. He's going for the revive.
Aiden's going to go in for the fight, though. Mario's got to be prepared for this. And Nick Merckx trying to direct traffic. He's got a few seconds here to pick him up. Aiden right outside. He's trying to pummel his way in through the doorway. Mario, again, setting up the defense, helping him out. Aiden, very weak. Came second place at the Summer Block Party, Monster.
That's right. Can the Trailblazer, professional basketball player, Mario, fend off Aiden, ghost Aiden right here, right now to save Nick Merckx.
And he's going to be hacking around each wall here.
He always does it.
And he gets ownership of the wall. You never want to go toe-to-toe with Aiden in the box, baby. He's going to punish you every time.
Such a clean wall-taking transition. Always using the same rhythm. Hits the left wall, hits the right wall, doubles back, takes the wall, makes the quick edit, and it's his to go here. Sinnoh and O-King now hopping back with our previous Game 1 winners here. Still in the running, 2 eliminations. Tons of materials, launch pads, campfire. He's got everything he needs.
And what's even better, they have the circle. The circle is in their advantage. We're now into Storm Phase 5.
So right now, he's going to build all the way up and start crushing players. When you got zone like this, let's see it.
Now, some of you may be wondering what's going on right here. Maybe you're new to Fortnite. What he's doing is he's using the edit to peek through the pyramid so that this way he can get the lay of the land. Fortnite's all about information. What can you get out of players rotating? Who can you punish if they're going to be out in the field exposed? That can give you some more eliminations. More eliminations means more points. Kind of like what Sinnoh's seeing right here. This guy walking around by himself, and he knows that players are going to be above too because he's hearing the shots that are happening above him. That's going to be Jelty and Garborever over there as well.
I like that. Here comes an artillery strike right on Mip's head. He is in the fray here. But Mip also, tons of mobility here. He's got the minis. There you go. He knows he's on camera. What's up, Mip? There you go.
Okay, so use the launch pad to get out, but he's in the sky, and those players are going to be hanging around him. He could get picked off. Dr. Lupo in the storm, but Dr. Lupo, no, unfortunately for him.
Overstood his welcome in the storm right there. It does manage to take him off. He secured the point before he was taken out there, but back to Myth. Myth's got 8 eliminations. He's so close to some placement here. Remember, they just have to get top 15 with the duo. There's only 20 duos remaining in the lobby here. The way this format works, it's similar to your other competitive formats that we've had over the weeks of qualifiers. Every elimination's a point.
Oh, a lot of great players are still going to be in this fight here. Monster, Airwalks is in the fight. Grime as well. Symphony, Tim the Tatman. Got Marksman, Cloak, Aiden. He was taking a bunch of damage. He's going to go down from his teammate, Sean, who takes him out. Wow. Gets Nick a 30. Symphony finds Ellie. And here's Sinnoh, Game 1 winner, still living his best life. Picking the fights that he needs to take. King gets an elimination as well. That's going to be 3 points for this duo. And he's letting these guys above him deal with him. Ninja having to take so many shots and play defense. He's running out of materials quickly. When those shots are coming through, you'll be shocked how quickly you're going to lose out on the wood, the metal, the brick.
Yeah, it really was a nightmare scenario for a second there. Forced to drop the campfire prematurely and go into the surf juice here. But they didn't forget about him. As soon as he picks, he gets lasered down, and all of his health is now gone. And Tfue, perched up right here, is going to catch Sinnoh straight out the sky.
That is huge, Monster. He gets Sinnoh, the Game 1 winner. That was the pacemaker for the Game 2. And now it could be Tfue playing that strategy that we saw in the Fortnite World Cup online qualifiers. Going for the high ground. He's going to be by himself, though. 5 eliminations. Player right in front of him. Waits it out.
He's just looking for it here, Golden. Trying to see if he can find the shot, find the angle. This is what Tfue's known for, playing for those early high ground position. Holds here, and he's not afraid to go for it. There it is. Chucks his way all the way across, takes the shots. Wow, this guy as well. And look, he's just going to 90 on up.
Great shots, has shockwave grenades, also has shadow bombs to utilize to his advantage if need be. Ninja's still going to be in the fight, as well as Cloak. The high ground's been eliminated, but that player does manage to get above him. That's going to be Sean. That was Sean who goes all the way up to the top. Tfue's going to be playing in the mid-ground. Symphony right next to him. Jacob still in the fray as well. Saw him in that crazy battle earlier on. He's still in the action. And look at what's going on. That circle's going to be moving toward that mountain, which means players have to start making their way up.
You are seeing a truly competitive battle right here between Tfue and Sean, who is trying his hardest to take him off the high ground. But Tfue is now landing on Airwalks, another World Cup qualifier, and he is going for this high ground, truly machoing up with the impulses. He wants it. He's going all the way. Look, he just built it back up.
That's Tfue's high ground, and no one else is going to take it unless it gets shot down. But he does stabilize there. Airwalks is looking to punish Tfue, and he does get above him there. There you see, right at the top. And then Myth is going to snake Phyton out and just get to that side of the circle. Tfue taking damage. He has to be careful. He's in that Shadow Bomb state, so he can't build, but he needs to be quick with it, and he does manage to stabilize for the time being. Ninja's going to be in a world of hurt as well. Look at his HP.
Will Tfue make the quick peek right here? He sees someone in the wall next to him. Myth actually forgot to edit, and now he's in the storm down at the bottom right. That might be the end for him. Fatal error.
Oh no, Myth, not like this. He tries to get out. He does manage to stay alive. Oh no, Myth is going to get picked off by Airwatch. Sean, Airwatch is weak as well. Jacob now has a high ground. Cloak and Tfue. Tfue said Cloak was a player he was worried about, and it could very well be the case here. He's looking around. Airwatch dealing with a lot. As Cloak, he's going to lose all his shields. We're going to have a proper 1v1v1 here. A four-way battle as Tfue fights on out. Airwatch is going to be out of here. That's going to be Jacob who gets the better of him. Look at Tfue just try and hold this one off. It's now down here to the final three players.
Here we're going to see a quick Tfue versus Cloaksy moment or what? And Jacob's up in the high ground. You know he's not going to give him any freebies here. They have to go up the mountain.
Jacob is going to be the problem here, not Cloak. Here's Jacob looking for him to push around. He does manage to tag him. He gets a sizable amount of damage, but he loses the high ground in turn. He loses the high ground. Jacob, look. Oh!
The side shot of Cloaksy as the storm wraps up Tfue.
Oh, I lost my voice there. I lost my voice there, people. I'm too old for this. What a battle that was. Jacob with the win against two of Fortnite's premier players in Cloak and Tfue. Crazy battle.
Ninja slides off the mountain, falls to the zone. Airwalks goes down to Tfue's aggressive push.
Wow.
And in the final moments, it turns out it's Cloak versus Jacob. And here's the last moments. Fatally leaving the back door open. And that's why Cloaksy goes down.
And Tfue ended up falling because of the storm. He couldn't get up the hill quickly enough. I mentioned before, that was a concern. When that storm started moving, the players that were down low, those are going to be the ones that suffered the most. I'm just shocked that Airwalks got picked off the way that he did. And Jacob, what a win for him. Huge victory. And again, against two fantastic players.
2 shotgun bullets left in the final moments right there.
Wow.
Just 2.
That was crazy. You know, okay, I think we had a good time with that one. New York City, what do you think about that last game? Because that was a pretty sick one. I think you can all agree with me on this one. Great matchup, through and through monster. What a start. I thought we were going to see 1v1 Tfue and Cloak, and I was going to lose my mind. I may have jumped off this stage. I don't even know what I was going to do with myself.
We were that close to that moment, but hey, let's not take it away from Jacob.
No, we're not at all.
Jacob really played it so well there. Airwalks is doing also just a great job of just chopping him down, chopping down Tfue, really being a pester. That could have been Tfue's game easily, but just pushed the wrong ones. Even Sean was giving a hard run.
The tone of the lobby changed as well when Sinnoh got eliminated.
Yes.
Right? Once people saw that pop up in the elimination feed, they knew that there was going to be an opportunity, because you get a player like that out of the fight, and there's going to be free reign. There's going to be movement to be had. But it was really the real winner of that match was the hill. Was the hill. Because once that hill started moving and the storm started creeping forward, you knew that so many players are looking up and they're like, ah, crap. I gotta have to deal with that.
As Sundown likes to say, good old man Mountain claims another.
Always gets his target. Always gets his target. That was a good one, folks. We're probably going to get some words from our winner in a little bit. They're probably getting themselves all collected. I think we all kind of need to collect ourselves after that one. I thought Jacob lost that, man. Because when he lost the high ground, I'm shocked that the wall didn't get placed in front. But I think he probably felt like he had that angle and he wasn't going to get clipped.
Yeah, Cloaksy really thought that he had the leverage, being that he just came over the mountain. He knew Cloaksy could not build in those, or Jacob, excuse me, couldn't build in those final moments. He had 0 builds. When you see that kind of, you read the player and they're not doing any builds like that, you're like, oh, I'm good. I came up a couple layers. I should be okay.
Yeah.
But he was at the top of the ramp. It didn't really matter where he was. He was going to get shot regardless, being that he didn't protect himself fully.
Yeah, you have to give yourself that wall there so that you don't get punished by those combat shotguns, which we mentioned so many times. That thing has a ton of range.
Yes.
He was playing that one from that, like close to mid-range, and it will hit you like a hammer for a lot of damage. Before you know it, you're out of the game, you're back in the lobby, you're going back to catering, So what a great matchup that was. Great moments through and through. Also, I believe it was Jacob that had that fight at the John Wick house.
Yes.
Against Ferris.
Yeah, it was a long, exaggerated battle.
Storyline right
so
there, people.
Close. Yeah, he was nearly taken out at the start of the game. What a comeback story for him right here.
Yeah.
All the way from the furthest you can go east on the map here, one of the furthest points. From there to take it all the way to the end game and then find himself in a victory royale, that's a great game. That's his highlight moment. That's what you travel to New York City for right there, that's for sure.
It all could have fell to pieces at that moment in time over by Paradise Palms, by the John Wick house, and then managing to keep his cool at the crazy moments there. Great plays. And I think that everyone thoroughly entertained with that. We have 2 more games, though. They're going to be coming up. Games 3 and 4. We're going to determine who the winner is. And I think we're waiting right now to get some words from our winner. Also, we'll get the updated standings to see where we are currently. And I have been informed that we do have an interview, but it's not just with Jacob. It's actually going to be with Jacob and the 2 people that he took out, Tfue and Cloak. Pooks, talk to me.
Thank you so much, GB. I am down here on the floor. I have a bunch of people around here. Who do we have? We have Tfue, we have Cloaksy, and Jacob. Our final 3 in the last game. Oh my goodness. Tfue, walk me through those final moments. Do you mind?
Well, basically, I was in the storm and I had no health the entire game. I had about 40 minis, but I don't know. I just got stuck in the storm. Cloak trapped me, held me in storm, dude, but he got clapped by Jacob, so it's all good.
A little bit of animosity. We're gonna go over to this side here. Cloak, I gotta ask, what do you attribute to that? You had high ground over Jacob. What happened?
I thought the zone was pulled down the hill, but it was still pulling up the hill, so I didn't wall off my back, and he got a free shot, and I died.
You were eliminated, exactly. Now, Jacob, you took both of these guys out. You won that game, congratulations. How does it feel to take out 2 of the biggest competitors on the biggest stage in the world?
To be honest, I feel amazing, and when I was fighting with Cloaksy, I was so stressed, but because I haven't got a match, yeah, but Cloaksy fortunately didn't put the wall behind him, and I did it.
So you capitalized on Cloaksy's indiscretion there. But you know what? They're all friends. We can all get a handshake around here. We'll work on that. But thank you guys so much. Best of luck in your next games. Golden Boy, what do you think of these guys?
I think that the important thing to note here was that you're in those moments where you have to pay attention to where that circle is going to be going, and you just don't know at that exact moment. You're just got out of a crazy fight. You managed to get high ground. You know that this guy's below, and you don't see any builds coming out. So at that point in time, you're like, okay, I gotta just heal up. I gotta heal up. That's what I'm focused on.
Yeah, the problem is you can't assume anything, especially in these final moments. You don't know if you're going against a pro or a celebrity. And, you know, Jacob right here traveling all the way from Poland now to show up and make it happen. These guys, these foreigners are really coming here and putting on a great performance so far. We've already seen South Korea make that nice play from earlier today, but that'll lead us right into our next topic here.
That's right, our standings. And hey, you mentioned it, Monster. Fortnite is a global game, and we're seeing it play out now. While he may not have gotten the win, Airwalks is in first place. Wow. With 14 eliminations, no victory royale, 28 points total. Sinnoh has been knocked down. Jacob and Claire Grant have climbed their way up to 3rd. Myth now is going to be in 4th place with his teammate Michael Dreher. And then Tfue Ninja also was in 14th place, managed to have that. Now going to be in 7th with Marshmello. Courage still going to be in the running here. 2 more games remaining. Lots of points. And looking at the breakdown, it's not that crazy to have a big game and be able to come back into this one, Monster.
No, absolutely not. You can just tell from the points here that a lot of this is placement-based. Placement, yes, the teams that are catching heavy eliminations are doing fantastic so far. Just taking a look here, a lot of players are in the running. Look at Nick A30 and Max Carver. They have 8 eliminations total. They just haven't placed. If you just squeeze in a couple placements right there, they're clearly catching the elims they need. That's all they need.
Exactly. Well, Monster, always a pleasure, my man. Boricua boys represent. But we're going to go to a quick break. When we come come back, you're going to have Zeke over here calling the action along with Monster, and we have games 3 and 4, and then we're going to crown our next Pro-Am champion. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you on the other side.
And I'm here in the player lounge, and I wanted to find out what duo is going to be targeted the most today. I think it's going to be Ninja, Marshmallow, and Tfue and Nav, but let's find out for ourselves. Which duo are you going to be targeting on the field today?
Jordan Fisher likes to smack talk. Jordan, I'm coming for you.
Last time Tfue took me down, so I think I'm going to try and take revenge on him.
Well, I was practicing with One Shot Girl and Nick A30 and Chandler Riggs, and I know that they're going 50, so you might catch me there.
Targeting every opponent in the game today. Any chance I get to take a shot and run, that's the name of the game for me. Take the shot and run.
I don't want to name names. I got a couple friends here who might not see me coming, might see me coming.
I'm going to be rolling around in a ball, trying to get some late game points and then get some elims at the end of the game. So I'm not going to be really targeting anybody.
Oh, the 9-9 opponents will be eliminated by me, by the power of the heavy metal drum detonator.
Hello, Fortnite fam. My name is PookieFaze_. I've snuck up to the caster's deck to find out what being a Fortnite World Cup caster is all about. And to outline that a little bit for me, I have my friends here, Monster D-Face and Shio. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what goes in, what the process is for being a Fortnite World Cup caster?
Well, it all begins with preparation. When it comes down to handling what is the Fortnite World Cup, you have to prepare. We're talking solo and duo competition here. Not only that, we are slammed with a Pro-Am. So you have to cover bios. That's what me and Shio do. We sit down, even today, we go back and forth. We're talking hours of preparation on players.
And Shio, what are you doing specifically to help the casters, and what are you bringing to this broadcast right now?
So Monster talked about preparation. For me, it's all about the back and forth. If the caster needs any type of knowledge on a situation going on in the game, I've got that. We have 3 screens down here. One has the main game on it. The other 2 just have information and a broadcast alert section. If they have a question, they ask me. I've done all the prep with Monster for weeks, days of cramming as well, and we just get to it. Questions back and forth, relay the information, and yeah, just behind the scenes work.
So you're essentially the Fortnite encyclopedia then, and you are just relaying the information. I hope that gives you a little bit more insight into how our casters prepare and bring the World Cup action to you.
Hey, I'm Steves.
And I'm Elevate. We're professional Fortnite players for 100 Thieves, and we're excited to play in the Fortnite World Cup. The most fun part of the journey is, for me, just growing as a human and as a person, like having a good time messing around.
The best thing about being here for the World Cup is the experience for me. Like leading up to it, all the experience that I've gained, I can't have thought of something better to have been doing. Like, this has been the greatest opportunity for me. If you're trying to get better at Fortnite, just play non-stop. Find someone that you can stick with. I know everything about this guy, he knows everything about me, so I think that's what's going to carry us in the World Cup.
If you're trying to get better just at this game, a lot of things are just like, no, you're not the best player out there, and no, you're not perfect at any one thing. The game's always adapting, it's still really new. Just knowing that there's always someone better than you and that you can always be better is very important.
I think for duos, we're most definitely worried about Arkham and Falconer. They're one of the best on the West.
Oh.
I don't know if I can do this by myself. Oh, yeah. There's no way it's this heavy.
Let it on there.
Oh my god. Wait, I got this. Why is this a thing? Let go. I got it. I'm so strong. Hold one angle.
Oh my. Why did they make it this heavy? This makes no sense. Shouldn't you know we're all like scrawny little gamer boys?
I'm going for it.
Oh. Yeah, if I win, I'll definitely buy myself a Lambo, and then maybe my brother a Lambo, and then maybe my sister a Lambo, and then maybe my grandparents a Lambo. Well, if you're overweight. Maybe my father a Lambo, the deceased, and the world's cutest e-athlete. Make sure you root us on the Fortnite World Cup. I'll see you guys later.
Here at the fan experience at the Fortnite World Cup preview day, where all the pro players are here to enjoy the events. Cookie, what are you excited by?
I've seen zip lines, I've seen mini golf, I've seen Nerf guns, Kitty.
I also saw ballers. I can't wait to get into it. Let's go! We made it! We climbed up the mountain and we are preparing to zip line up into Lonely Lodge.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go to the adventure!
Kitty, we made it over to the mini putt course.
Woo!
Nailed it!
Hole in one. Cookie, I had so much fun here at the Fan Experience Preview Day.
So did I. If any of you are going to be at the Fortnite World Cup this weekend, please be sure to come by the Fan Experience and check it out. But for now, we have so much more Fortnite action going on, so let's head inside and check it out.
Let's go! Hey guys, it's Kitty Plays, and I'm in the player lounge, and I want to know who everyone's favorite skin is and why.
I think I like the hamburger guy, you know what I'm saying? But it's a big target, but I like the way it looks.
I'd say my favorite skin is probably the default still.
I literally just randomize it.
The blow up dude, he's got the inflatable guy.
The surfer dude, because I've been getting more eliminations with him.
My favorite's default, because I'm a default.
The bright bomber. It's so OG for me.
Me.
The Rook skin, because it looks like me.
Yeah, I just kind of want to like look cool and appear intimidating, because at 5'4" in real life, I don't scare a lot of people.
Lynx, because I like cat. Yeah.
That's my favorite too.
It's not really just sitting in the chair and messing around on my computer. It's more serious stuff behind it than that. If I work out, I have a mental coach which helps me relieve stress. Awesome. If I try to eat healthy, I usually eat chicken and rice. I think that's why I play in such a high level.
He is so innovative. So this is what I was talking about.
My name is Martin Foss Anderson. I'm 14 years old, and I am Mr. Savage.
Let's go, boys.
I live in Oslo in Norway. I really love the fact that I grew up here. Most Norwegians spend a lot of time outside. In the winter, I like cross-country skiing and slalom. But I think my favorite activity outside is playing football with my brother. He's 17 years old, and his name is Michael.